channel. My name is Laura, and today I am doing my review of the books that I finished from the 15th of the month to the 30th of the month. So yeah, I'm going to film this throughout the 15 days and add, so you will see change of clothing and all that. So the first, I want to tell you, I just finished 2 books and I'm going to share with you right now, and then I will add other books as I finish. I hope to complete at least 2 more by the end of this month. So my 5th book that I read was picked from the Discovery Challenge, and I might not have mentioned, I mentioned it before, but I don't remember if I mentioned the whole thing. You can find the Discovery Challenge at For the Love of a Book. It is a Goodreads group on Goodreads, and it is a challenge called the Discovery Bookshelf. And what it is you take 30 books that you want to read on your TBR. You have to own these books. You put 30 books in a bookshelf, and she gives you a coordinate. So the first coordinate that she gave us was, give me a second to look at my book here. The first week was R1, which means row 1 and column 5. So my row 1, column 5 was the Diviners. It did take me 2 weeks to read this book. Yeah, it is a fat, chunky book, but I did pick this up and I did read it. I wound up going to the audiobook because it is fat and chunky, and I just can't do fat and chunky. So yeah, so yes, I finished it. My thoughts on it: I gave it 3 stars. It was a 3, between a 3 and a 4. It probably deserves a 3.5, but I rated it on Goodreads as a 3. The reason is I was hooked on the first chapter. The first chapter really drew me in. It was about a Ouija board, and things happened on the Ouija board, and I was really excited. But after that first chapter, it did other things, and it went to different POVs, and I just couldn't care less. I just wanted to know more about the first chapter, and you didn't get to the next part of that part. It was like after 100 and something pages. So I felt that this book was very long and winded. It did have good parts in it, I'm not getting you wrong. I liked the ghosts in this book. I really liked that part. I liked the murders in this book, but the in-betweens, I didn't think it needed to be there because it made the book a little slow and a little boring. The end of the book, it should have ended, and there was 100 pages left, and it was 100 pages of nothing. So yeah. So yeah. So that's why I rated it very low. I don't want to spoil anything, so this is my thoughts of this one. I am glad that I finished it and I didn't DNF it. And it is a great audiobook. The lady that does this book, she does many different voices in this book. I thought that was amazing. So I highly recommend the audiobook if you want to try this one out. So that's my thoughts on that one. Okay, now on to the book that I picked up from the library. This was a book, a fast read. I picked it up in 2 sittings, and it's a graphic novel. And I saw it on BookTube. Somebody was saying it was fantastic and very good. I didn't like it at all. Okay, so the book that I am talking about is Beautiful Darkness by February. I can't even say the name, but anyway, this had amazing artwork. I can't say anything bad about the artwork. The artwork was really cool. I will show you a little, like even the front cover. Look at that. That is amazing. Like all the little doodles. I really like that. And here's the artwork. I thought the artwork was amazing. However, the story, I didn't get anything out of it. There was nothing. I was a little appalled. There was a naked girl in here. There was very graphic violence and bloody images in here that I was like, oh my God, what am I reading? But the storyline, I just didn't get it. So yeah, so I'm rating this very low. I haven't put it up on Goodreads yet, but I will this week. I don't know if I'm giving it a 1 or a 2. It deserves a 2 for the artwork. The artwork was amazing. The story not so good, as I said. So yeah, so that's it. So I will add the remaining books. I hope to finish at least 2 more, so stay tuned. I finished another book. This book was chosen for me for my Discovery Challenge Week 2. I started to physically read it, and I was falling behind, and I wanted to use this for Week 3 of my year, around the year and 52 books challenge. So the book that I finished just now, I listened to it almost all day. I cooked dinner, I had my headphones on, and I wanted to finish this one. So the book I finished is I'll Give You the Sun by Jandy Nelson. This book I am giving 4 stars. It is for very mature audiences. Yeah, there is sexual content in here. The book is about twins. Jude is the girl, and Noah is the boy, I think. I just finished it. Noah, yes. Noah is the boy, and the boy, throughout the book, he doesn't know if he is straight or gay, and there's some moments in this book that I was like, oh my god. Yeah. So yeah, there's sexual content in here. There's a twist, and I enjoyed it. There is some also some inappropriate language in here. As again, it's for mature audiences, I would say, because there's lots of sexual content, as I said before. Yeah, I was shocked that teenagers are reading this, but yeah. But it's pretty good. I did enjoy it, and the ending really creeped me out. So yeah, I'm not going to tell you anything else. So that's this one. 4 stars. I finished book number 8. This is a book that doesn't have an E in it for week number 4 of the Around the Year and 52 books. And the book that I chose was Hollow City by Ransom Riggs. This is book 2 of Miss Peregrine Home for Peculiar Children. Yes, I really enjoyed this. I listened to this on audio, and I also looked through the book, and there's really amazing pictures and stuff in this book, which really makes, just like the first book, it really makes the book amazing to read. I gave this one 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. It continues right where book 1 left off. Of course, I read book 1 like 2 years ago. So yeah, but I did see the movie of the first one. And it did confuse me because as I was reading this book, they changed the powers within Emma and 2 of the characters, Emma and Olive. They changed the powers in the movies. So when I'm reading this book, I was getting confused because one has ability that she can't, she lifts up in the air, and the other one has the ability of fire, like fire comes out of my hands. So they switched them in the movie, and while I was reading this, I was very confused. But anyway, I did give this one 4 stars. It was fast-paced most of the time, and it did get slow, so that's why I dropped it down to a 4 star, and the confusion with the movie. I don't know why they changed the powers in the movie. Really dumb. But anyway, yeah, so I'm glad I finished this one. I finished number 8. This book was chosen for me for my Discovery Challenge. However, I'm going to be using it for my Around the Year and 52 books. This will be for week 5, which is historical fiction. I love this book. The book that I read was Kindred by Octavia E. Butler. This is what the book looks like. I had no idea what it was about. I just picked it up. I had it on my TBR. I had it in my bookshelf. And I was like, okay, it was in my Discovery Challenge, so they chose me to read this one. I could not put it down. I read it from cover to cover. I didn't want to read anything else. Yeah, it's about a African American woman who time travels back to the 1800s, and it's when they are in slavery. So there was some parts that were like really gross, I guess. But I really enjoyed the book from cover to cover, and I'm glad that I finished it for the month of January. And I can also use this for my week 5 of my around the year and 52 books. Yeah, I have a hard time remembering that, but anyway, highly recommend this one. I gave it 5 stars. It's going on my favorites, and I will definitely be looking into more of Miss Butler's books. So yeah, very good. I really enjoyed it. So yeah, 5 stars.